school, I played the cello for 8 years in orchestra. So I'm like a nerdy goth jock weirdo. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never met a crossover from the jocks and the cello. I don't know if that.
I was a classic floater. I got along with everybody. I wasn't like in any kind of cliques, and I think that's how I ended up in wrestling. Like I didn't fucking fit anywhere. Like I love classical music, I love metal, I love rap, I love like I'm naturally pretty athletic, and yeah, so wrestling was the only place that kind of fit.
Okay. I'm gonna brush past the fact that you say cliques. I don't know what all that pronunciation is about, but we're just gonna skim past that.
So tell me about Chris Bay the musician.
Yeah, it's a funny short story, I guess. My grandfather was an entertainer, Phil
Okay.
Flowers. Yeah, he
Sorry,
sung
what was his name? I don't mean to cut you off.
Phil Flowers. Yeah, Phil Flowers. It's my mom's last name, and then
Okay.
my dad's last name is Bay. So
Ah,
I have my dad's last name. But yeah, he was an entertainer, and he used to travel the world, and he's performed with Elvis and all types of legends back in his day. And when we were really young, when I was probably like my memories, because he passed away when I was probably like 5.
okay.
I remember up until that point, we would go over to his house, and he'd have his music equipment around, and me and my brothers would mess around with his equipment, and my mom would always tell us to stop playing around with his equipment. But I think since then, music just kind of always stuck with me, and I wrote like my first mixtape when I was probably like 6.
Wow.
Yeah, and I kind of just wrote, and I would drop some music throughout high school. But as soon as I started wrestling, I just stopped making music, to fully commit to wrestling and trying to make a career out of that. And then
Right.
yeah, and then last year I decided to start recording and releasing again. I felt like it was a good time. But music has just always been a part of me. I love to write. I just
Yeah.
love to. I love to write. I love to record. I love to learn new things about vocal chains and what I can and can't do as far as my ranges.
I hear you. I hear
Hey,
you.
you get that part. Man. Yeah, that's Chris Bey, the musician. That's the music side. Yeah.
Okay. So music was your first love then?
Safe to say yes, because it was the first thing I could participate in.
Right.
Yeah. Because wrestling, I always loved wrestling. I always wanted to be a wrestler, but
Yeah.
until you're around the ring or around people who want to do backyard stuff,
Yeah.
it's not a thing that really exists. So yeah.
So you live at home with your brothers, did you say?
Uh, nah, I live in Vegas now. I'm from Virginia originally. I live out here. I moved out here with one of my best friends. I call him my brother, because
Okay.
we've had each other's back for so long now. But
Yeah.
yeah, we got a place out here. I've been here for 4.5 years now. I moved here to start training to wrestle. And
Okay.
yeah,
Hold on. Wait, how long ago did you start training? Only 4 years ago?
yeah.
So you've done all right.
Done decent. We've done decent. Like
Chris,
I
interesting. Chris Bay is just a baby. Like you are what, all of 20 fucking five?
yeah. All of 20 fucking five. That's me right there. Yeah. So just imagine what I'm going to do at 26, at 27, at 28, 29. You know,
World's your oyster.
hey, I'm trying to have it that way.
So I
I like oysters.
go ahead, sorry.
No, I said I like oysters.
So I feel like okay, so how old were you when you were involved with WWE?
I was 23, about to turn 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
And excuse my ignorance, but were you in developmental or you had just done a few gigs with them?
Just a few gigs. The one
Okay.
appearance on TV being 205 Live. Uh,
Yes.
Other than that, just a bunch of extra talent work and staying in the circuit, staying close. Never a tryout or anything of that nature.
Okay.
But we did,
Interesting.
yeah.
So where did you train in Vegas?
Future Stars of Wrestling. There's a school out here that's taught by Kenny King, Glenn Gilberti, Disco Inferno.
Oh yeah, disco.
At the time, Karrion Kross was like their big project at FSW. So when I got there, he was like the first person I met, and me and him just, you know, bonded and created a friendship off, you know, just being guys wanting to make money in this business and, you know, become stars in this business. Also guys like the Whirlwind Gentlemen, which was a tag team here in Las Vegas, consisting of Remy Marcel and Jack Manley. Those guys helped me out a lot on my way up in Sin Bodhi as well.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, he's wrestling school I started with. The two owners at the time were Rob Echeverria and Steve Svekovich, and Sin Bodhi is his brother. So I know Sin. He's
that's what's up. That's what's up.
God, he's a road warrior. He can't get away from this shit.
He cannot. It's crazy. He'll go straight from like being on the road doing trips to teaching full length classes. You know.
Yeah.
You can't teach that, and you can't be more appreciative of that, you know, like someone who dedicate that much of their life to this, especially when they've already essentially done it, you know.
Yeah, he's the epitome of a lifer, but he is like him in wrestling, there's no separation. He's just one. But you know, we need those guys to keep us going.
We definitely do.
So that's a bunch of your wrestling influences. Who are your musical influences?
Growing up, I loved listening to like a lot of different like genres of music, like different rocks and heavy metal and like pop, alternative. I had like a reggaeton phase.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We had a lot of beautiful Spanish women where I was from, so had to do what I had to do.
I get it. I went down to Mexico for a summer, and then after that, my entrance music was like Gasolina. I was like, I'm basically Latina now. So
hey, you finesse your way in there. That's all that was. A little bit of finesse. Nah.
Well, speaking of you know, being ethnically confused, like I'm like a Polish white girl from Canada in the wrestling world. What was it like growing up in Alexandria, Virginia? Was there a lot of racial segregation? Was it a melting pot?
There wasn't a lot of racial segregation. Where I grew up specifically, like Alexandria, there's a lot of Hispanic people.
Okay.
There's a lot of like white people. There's a lot of black people. You kind of get a good mix of everything with, at least in my school, with like your occasion of, or like you're few and far between like Asian descents or like you know, some Muslim or Arabic people.
Right.
It was very diverse, but the one thing that I experienced with the people around me was people are very weird back there about support and about like you know, encouraging and influencing dreams. Like I always wanted to be a wrestler. So I used to talk about wrestling a lot, but that made me the weird guy.
Oh, interesting.
It got to a point where I kind of stopped talking as much about wrestling.
Yeah.
Started to shift my focus to other things as if I didn't care about wrestling anymore, but mainly it was so I didn't get that backlash from the people who were judging me, you know. It was weird. It was very weird. It's like if you wanted to be like I used to make YouTube videos when I was like 12 about wrestling content and stuff. I'd come to school and people would just bury me. And I'm just like, damn, the people online think it's cool. Like I'm getting some viewers. Like, why do you guys like it? But in hindsight, like I understand it now. And I'm glad I've been able to leave and do some stuff because now, from what I've been told and what I see, the community that I'm from, I've made a huge impact on, and a lot of people there now are chasing their dreams, and a lot of them are achieving like some big goals for themselves. So
that's great.
It's cool that they look at me as like, if he could do it, I could do it type thing. Because that's the case, 100%. It just comes down to work ethic.
Yeah. Well, I guess like in order to make change, you have to make people uncomfortable, and you can catch a lot of flack and, you know, haters. We see it on Twitter and social media. They really just fuel us at the end of the day, because talking bad about me, talking good about me, you're still talking about me. So
100%. Yeah, 100%.
But that's interesting. So you definitely it sounds to me like I'm making a snap judgment that it's like small town mentality almost. They wanted you to they wanted like sameness from you.
Yeah. Everybody's trying to be like the next person. And if you try to be just a little bit different, Whew. I haven't been back
Interesting.
in a while, but because of the way I can see it on social media depicted, it looks like everybody's getting out of that mentality. And I don't know whether
Good.
it's how people are growing in the world or, you know, that specific area, but I'm glad to see it either
Good.
way.
You've made a positive influence then.
You know, that's what I'm trying to do.
And what about your family? Are they supportive of your dreams and wrestling? And were they scared? Were they?
Oh, they were terrified. They were terrified. They wouldn't tell me directly those words,
Yeah.
but you could tell by people's responses. Like I would tell my brother, like, "Yeah, I'm gonna move out here to pursue wrestling," and he'd be like, "You gonna move and do what? And
Yeah.
how you gonna work? And how you gonna and like?" Or I tell my mom, and she's like, "All right, whatever. You know,
Right.
sure you are." Because all my life I talk about wrestling, how I was gonna do this. So like, they got to that certain point where I just booked a one-way ticket, and then I was like, "Mom,
So yeah.
just booked a one-way ticket. It's happening now."
Yeah.
And people were kind of still just like, my family were kind of still like, "Eh." But then, you know, they understand also how much I love this. So I think
Right.
they learned to take me as serious as I was taking myself, because once I left and didn't come back, then they realized, okay, yeah, this is serious. And then
Yeah.
once they saw like the first title and then Impact and then Ring of Honor and then WWE, they were just like, oh, okay. And then they see like people they've seen, like legends who have endorsed me.
Yeah.
They're just, they're like, bro, what? Like, and I'm like, yeah, man, you know, that's the grind. So, and now my mom, like, she went from being like, oh, I can't watch what you do. I can't, to now being like, I can't watch what you do, but y'all can watch my son on Impact.
Oh,
Fair access. Like, she knows the time, she knows everything now. So she's like on it. I love it.
oh, that's wonderful. So you've turned them into your number one fans
Got to, you got to just do the work and let the work, you know.
then. So you've got quite a bit of ink and you have quite a few wrestling tattoos. How many
Yeah.
tattoos do you actually have?
This is a question I get asked a few times every year, and
And you have no idea.
I have no idea because I've combined. They're all turning into pieces because in my
Ah,
info it'll be like feet to neck, like just covered.
right.
Like I'll keep the face clean, but like feet to neck covered. So I guess like I would count this as the sleeve and hand piece is one, the chest piece that's still incomplete is one,
Yeah.
um, this thigh piece, this calf piece, so that's four. My traps, I guess. I mean, I don't know if I would count them in the chest piece. If I don't, maybe five tattoos.
Okay. So technically it's like 70% of your body now. Just
Yeah,
for our listeners that cannot see. It's
yeah,
not five little dinky tattoos.
right, yeah, exactly. I got some little tiny ones. I hide them in my bikini.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a little butterfly.
It's an infinity symbol. Yeah,
What's your favorite tattoo?
the one I just got on my hand is my favorite one. It's you can see it, but it's an eye and a clock combo.
Oh, cool.
It's the story behind it more so than just the tattoo that I love about it. Um, I got it done by my favorite tattoo artist, Clean Rock One, who, if anyone is a fan of Ink Master, he was on Ink Master, and
Okay.
he was on like a lot of seasons. And I remember I would sit back and watch him in Virginia and on the TV and just think about how cool he was, how good he was. And
Yeah.
then I remember reading that he had a shop in Vegas. And the one time I came to Vegas for my birthday to visit, on my way to the airport, I saw his shop. So I stopped. He happened to be in
Ah.
there doing nothing. So we got to chat and I got to tell him, like, yeah, man, like I've been watching you on TV, like you're the sickest. And I was like, but I got a flight to catch. I'm gonna come back though, and I'm gonna get tattooed by you. He was like, all right, whatever. So as soon as I moved back in the summer, he did my favorite piece that was beside this one, which is the 2314 on,
Okay.
on the collarbone. He did that one. And I remember like sitting in this chair, like telling him about how I wanted to be a wrestler, how I came out to Vegas to be a wrestler, and how that's what I was going to do. And he was like, all right, sick, sick. And then I remember after 205 Live, he saw that and he was
Yeah.
like, yo, bro, that's dope, man. And then fast forward to me getting my hand done, like it had been like 4 years
Oh,
since we had
wow.
seen each other. So like we we're talking the whole time and catching up. And he was like, man, you really did it. Like last time you were out here, like you were watching me on TV. Now I'm watching you on TV. Like it was just crazy how the tides had shifted.
Yeah.
And the time and the eye is representing, vision. I wear glasses. So, I got a good idea of the importance of being able to see. Being able to see and live your life and open your eyes. Like a lot of people get caught up in tough situations that they have or hard jobs that they have to work or the people that's around them. But what I'm saying, if you really just open your eyes and look around and enjoy what's around you and explore your options and learn how to navigate the world. And then when you start navigating the world, pay attention to it. Get off the cell phone for a second, get off the social media. Cause that picture you probably gonna take on your phone of the sky, it ain't gonna look as beautiful as if you just look at the sky. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just gotta look at the sky. And I think that's what the tattoo really represents for me.
No, I get that. And I think that's so powerful. And it's good to have that reminder on your hand. That's been the only benefit of this pandemic is like a hard reset on society. I always say, like, I don't have that many photos because I want to enjoy it. Even if I forget the memory, I want to be there. I want to be in it.
Yeah, you don't got to prove it to nobody. It's for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that positivity, what is your most regrettable tattoo?
Put me on the spot, man. Okay. I think
if any, you don't have to have one.
I think probably the one on my left calf. It's just like some stars and lightning bolts and cloud. I got it when I was 17. I got my first tattoo when I was 15, and my mom was so against it, and she was just like, "Don't get any more." And I was like, "I'm gonna get a sleeve when I'm 18." And she's just like, whatever. So when I was 17, I had some money saved up or whatever, and I was like, I'm gonna get my calf tattooed because she's never gonna see it.
Yeah,
she'll never see that. But me being 17 and just wanting to get a tattoo, just to get a tattoo that wasn't going to be visible, I just got something random. So
of course,
now looking at it and just it's valuable real estate that I've taken up for my leg sleeve that I eventually want to get. So now back at it, I'm just like, I didn't even need it. It doesn't even have a meaning. And not all tattoos have to have a meaning, but
no,
I would like mine too.
Yeah.
Too.
It's usually that first tattoo that you look back on and you're like, fuck.
And the first one my brother did for me, and the only thing I don't mind or the only thing I don't prefer about it is that it isn't centered as perfectly as it could be.
See, I like shitty tattoos. I'm all for a shitty tattoo.
Oh, all right, well then I got this whole little I like my tattoos, y'all. I like my tattoos. Don't put that out there. Don't put that out there. You got tattoos? I didn't even know you had tattoos.
I do. I have little tattoos, and they're all hidden, and they all have meaning. Like I lost my babcia, my Polish grandma on my dad's side. God, how many years ago? 10 years ago now. And so I had her name put on my foot because she was like a ballroom dancer, and she never drove. She walked everywhere. So that's just her dancing through life with me. And I'm
Babcia. Okay,
yeah.
I just learned something. Okay, keep going.
And then I have a pound sign on the inside of my foot. I moved to England a few years ago with a girlfriend. We got matching tattoos. We thought we were going to make some money. We didn't. We both got bad breakups and like some PTSD. We got over it though. And I got blackout drunk one night, and there was a tattoo shop in the bar, and I thought this would be funny.
Yo, so you must love cats.
No, I fucking hate cats. It makes no sense.
That's the irony. I knew you were going to say that. Something told me that it wasn't. That's crazy. But at least it's clean though. At least it's clean.
And it held because that tattoo doesn't usually hold.
Yeah. At least it's clean.
I forget I have it, and then I go to the dentist, and they're like, "You want to talk about it?" Not really.
Right inside of your mouth. This is a barcode in here.
Yeah, you need some cream for that. Anyways.
Identification in here.
Yeah. Whatever. I'm planning on getting a few more as I age. I think like I just didn't. I could never. commit to any big pieces. I have too much creativity ADHD, so we'll see. I'm not in a rush. But
we'll circle around this conversation.
Yeah. But anyways, I like to end all my interviews with the same 10 tailor-made questions. I ask all the boys, I ask all the girls. So if they feel a little bit feminine, just make it your own.
What do you ask the men? You didn't clarify what you asked.
No. It's all neutral. I ask all the girls and all my boy guests all the same questions.
You said boys. You didn't say men. So. Just wanted to specify.
You know what? Really, it's sexist either way. Women and men, not boys and girls. So
I felt like I was in the classroom for a second. I was like, damn, this is taking me back.
Are we ready, boys?
We are ready.
Okay. So it's like a speed round kind of thing, but don't feel rushed through your answers. Okay. Name one beauty product you cannot live without.
One beauty product I cannot live without?
Yes.
My beard oil.
Oh.
Does that count? Yeah.
Perfect. What is your favorite exercise?
I would probably say lateral raises. Yeah.
What is your biggest pet peeve? And I think for wrestlers, like, you can tell me top 3 because I think we hate everything.
Yeah. I have biggest pet peeves. Okay. How does one even word this? I hate I hope this makes sense. Oblivious ignorance.
Oh, 100%.
No, that makes sense. I feel like that's one thing I hate for sure. I hate like messiness as well. Like if people who don't clean up after themselves, or like, yeah, that makes my skin crawl a little bit. And then contrary to what you said, I hate bad tattoos.
You hate bad tattoos. Irks you.
It irks me more so when people voluntarily get them, knowing what could get, like, I think that more than anything, because there could be a story behind why a tattoo is bad, but like if someone willingly, it's like, I'm gonna go to this person who has a bad reputation and does bad tattoos, and get a bad tattoo, then I'm just because it's valuable real estate. It's your skin. You gotta take care of that. You know what I'm saying? Or the market price value gonna go down.
Yeah.
Take care of that.
I should have prefaced that I love bad tattoos so I can laugh at them. Not because...
You're evil. Okay.
Yes. I'm okay with it though. Who is your celebrity crush?
Can I pick 2?
Yes, of course.
Iggy Azalea. Call me.
We'll tag her. It's fine. We'll work this out.
One time. Demi Lovato. I know you're listening. You know what I'm saying?
Girl,
I was
beautiful.
watching Camp Rock when my guy was playing the guitar for you. I know how to play that song too. So just let me know if you want to go on a boat ride, and I could do it better. I could just do it better. That's all that is. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like I could just end the episode right here. Like, this has just turned into like a Chris Bey hookup with celebrity episode of Wilde on.
Just line them up for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just,
You've actually just given me a really good idea for an episode. So we will revisit this.
Excellent. I'd love to hear that.
What is your favorite band or artist?
My favorite band is Alter Bridge. I love Alter Bridge.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, I love Alter Bridge, yo. Like I dream of the day that I get to do a collab with Miles Kennedy and Mark Tremonti, specifically the guitarist and the lead singer.
Yeah.
Because Miles' voice is just like angelic, and then Mark's guitar skills are up there.
Just next level.
And then as far as like artists individually, Post Malone and Drake for sure.
Yeah. Gotta love my homeboy Drake.
Got to. He doesn't miss. Doesn't miss at all.
No, he doesn't. He's done all right for himself. Okay. Do you have a secret vice, like drinking a glass of wine in the shower?
Do I have a secret vice? Dang, drinking wine in the shower. That's a secret. That's like,
and you don't have to. You could just like wear your heart on your sleeve and do all the things you like and not do it in private.
yeah, I just don't think there's too many things that I mean, I guess binge watching things on YouTube, falling down the rabbit hole of weird like surgeries and stuff.
Oh, interesting.
I'm doing that a lot. Like literally every surgery you can think of, I have watched it, and I will watch it again. 9 times out of 10, like I don't know, it gets weird. You know what I'm saying? First thing you're like looking at a video of a car or like a music video. Next thing you know, you're looking at someone getting their foot amputated. Like, yep, but you're clutching your foot the whole time. You're like, this is.
You don't want to watch, but you can't not watch. You're already in it.
Yeah, I'm looking away while looking directly still at it. You know. Yeah.
Oh, thank God for YouTube. What would we do without it?
You know, like you can find everything on there.
It's true. Yeah. That's really funny, by the way. What wrestler has the best entrance music?
Aside from myself?
You can just say yourself. I wish more people would say themselves.
I truly think, as much as I love, like, especially Impact, like Rosemary, I love her theme song.
Yeah.
Who else has a super cool theme song that I like there? I like TJ's song. It's pretty cool. Moose has like a cool vibe on his song. We have a lot of cool songs at Impact, but like for me,
yeah,
like when you hear that, all I really need is one shot. Now they're trying to get their hands in the pot. Come on now. I just want to paint a picture real quick before I go any further. I just want to paint a picture. He's the hottest free agent, right? People want him over here. People want him over here. People want him over here. Impact's on, and next thing you know, you see a vignette. You see that joint just flashing colors. All you hear is, all I really need is one shot. Now they trying to get their hands in the pot. And you see Chris Bey's name come up on screen, and then the last thing you hear before the vignette ends is, now they want to sign him. Come on. You can't beat it. It's
poetry in motion. What more do you want?
It's poetry. Because all I need is one shot. Like if I lose a match, like which rarely ever happens, if I lose a match, all I need is one shot. Like one more shot, but it's one shot. You feel me? Like it's all it actually takes. I think I got the best music. I'm sorry.
You do. Sorry. That's the end. You should feel that way about your music. Like this is, you feel inherently connected to it. I hated my entrance music, but now that I wrote it, now I'm like, I fucking love it. I cannot wait to hear it. I'll probably sing it the whole way to the ring.
I don't even know what we're talking about here.
Rochelle, edit that part out. Nothing happened. It's fine. That's why we have editing.
Excellent. Yeah, you said that. I'm like, whoa, hold on.
Wait, hold on. She blew it herself.
Giving the exclusive out. Yeah, okay.
That's okay. We can edit that.
You gotta feel your music. You gotta feel your music.
You should.
Because if you don't, like you said, when you hate your music,
it's career death. You're just like, oh, fuck.
Because you have to feel like you the moment you walk through the curtain. You can't feel like someone else and then get in the ring and then have to. It has to all be congruent.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that I've blown it, what is your drink of choice?
I've been heavy right now on the Rosada bottle. I don't know if you've had it. It's a wine, a white wine.
Ooh, you're another wine drinker.
Yeah.
You're classy and shit.
Are you a wine drinker as well?
Am I a wine drinker?
Yes. You like red.
I like red.
Yeah, see, I knew that. I can enjoy a good glass of red wine if I have like a nice steak to eat with it.
Yeah.
A glass of red wine. But other than that, my guilty pleasure right now is that Moscato. I have no lie, I moved in here and this is going to sound bad to people who, are just hearing it. But if you look at my lifestyle, you'll know I can do it because I work very hard and I stay in the gym and I take care of myself. But I moved in this place in January, and I have already I think I counted the other 36 bottles that are on display in my kitchen that I've been through since I've been in here. People are like, "What? 36 bottles?" I'm like, "Bro, you don't understand. I'll take a whole bottle of that to the head and then write an album, and then wake up with no hangover, go to the gym. It's great. It's great. But if you haven't had that, you should try it."
I'm going to try it. And I'm with you, except I'm 35 now. I'm not 25. So I don't feel the hangover shit doesn't exist.
Hey, listen to me. At least you look 25.
Oh,
You
thank
have
you.
that on
Thank you. That's where weed comes in, and you got to put a little less wine in your system.
the side.
Okay. What was your most embarrassing moment in the ring?
Oh man. There there was a time where I was doing a tryout match for like like for Paul London was there, and like
Yep.
it was very early on in my career, and it just couldn't have been set up in a worse way.
Oh,
Like
no.
it was the day before my 21st birthday. My brother was coming in town to watch me wrestle for the first time,
Yep.
and I show up. I forget my stuff, my clothes. So one of the shout out to Maserati, who is she's a independent wrestler right now. She's the FSW Women's Champion. She just lost the OVW Women's Championship, but she she had an extra pair of shorts that she let me wear. And when I tell you that these shorts were like extreme nut huggers, and, it was basically like I was out there wearing drawers. Like it was kind of. But then I'm like, it's wrestling, so we're all kind of wearing underwear anyway, right?
Totally.
It doesn't actually make a difference, except these are bright pink with the trim in it. So I'm doing this match, and like it's a tag team match, and my first spot I'm supposed to come in and like fire, and like give a couple boots to the gut.
Yep.
First boot I threw to the gut, I just slipped and took a back bump.
Oh no!
Now I'm laying here in these little ass shorts, like just blew my whole hot tag, like laying there on my back. I'm like, oh man, this is. And I'm just thinking like, yeah, Paul London's never gonna like me. He's never gonna think of it. And I like look over, and my brother is looking at me, kind of does the look away type deal. Damn, this would happen to me like on Today of All Days where the importance is at the highest.
Oh.
I've never told that story either, so.
Well, I'm glad you did. Thank you. That was a great.
I know where they heard it at. Now I know where they heard it because that's an exclusive.
That's the day that your kitchen should have been free.
Hey, come on, hey, what you know about that?
I know lots of shit.
Okay, shit. Okay,
I went back to one taping, and I got my fucking finger on the pulse.
Hey, I'm so mad I wasn't there. I'm at the next one. Don't trip. I'm at the next one. Good.
Okay. So last one, finish this lyric. You used to call me on my cell phone.
Dun, dun, dun. Late night when need my love. Call me on my cell phone. That's a generous word.
That was so fun. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah.